Today, we're going to look at setting up your workspace. First, we'll start off with the opening screen that you see in Composer. Most of everything that you see here will also apply to Notation Musician. So, the first thing that we'll do is we're going to go open up a file, and you'll see some recommendations, and we'll explore that a little further when we look at transcription options. For now, we're going to accept the options that it suggests for us. We'll click OK, and then you see here the score, and this is window view that we're looking at now. You can also see page view, which will show you what the score will look like when it's printed. But for now, we'll stick with window view. Now, we're going to look here. We have the staff control buttons, and those are very useful. It's very handy to have when you're working on a score. You can play or mute a staff. You can set up that staff with different instruments, however you want to do it, and set a few parameters there. You can also solo a staff while muting the others. From there, you can select a staff if you want to do some special work on it. So the staff control buttons are very handy to have while you're working on a score. One other item that we have here when you're working on your score is you have the menu bar here. The different menus. There's the toolbar, and it's wrapped around because we have it smallerized for the video size. We also have the main level palettes. Now the musician will stop at the layout tab. The piano roll, note velocity, and other MIDI controller options are for composer only. This is the second level palette that you'll have under each tab with specific options under each of those. And then the tool palette that goes with each of the options in the subpalette. So for add notes, these are the different tools that are available there. If we go to the lyric palette and text, then we have different tools that are available there. Okay, so those options change as you go to different palettes. We have the song tabs, and you can go back and forth between as many songs as you have open and work on each of them in tandem. If you want to copy and paste between them, you can always go back to the options page anytime you want to. So we'll go back to the song here. Now, you can also show different elements. You can hide or show any of these. You can go to the View menu and do one at a time. You can show playlists if you want to organize your music. I use these myself for organizing different things like musicals and things. It's very handy. You can choose multiple selections at a time. You can choose the toolbar, all these different items that you want to show or hide. There's the playback cursor, playback position cursor. The status bar down here will show you error messages, or if you select a note, it'll show you the pitch of that note. And that's over here. Excuse me. Just lots of different options that you have. There's the detail palette here. Excuse me. The main palettes, toolbar, and you can show or hide any of these. If you want to have a very clean score for projecting overhead, you can hide all of them and then use keyboard shortcuts to play back your file, either on your computer keyboard or a MIDI keyboard. So you can look at lots of different things. Now, another little trick is you can actually undock any of these palettes here and move them around if you want. So if you want to work on notes that are down further in the score and you don't want to keep going back and forth to the top of the score, You can move that palette, the toolbar, down to where it's close to where you're working in the score if you want to. You can move it to the left, you can dock it there, you can move it over to the right and dock it there, or you can have it floating, or you can rearrange the order of them if you want to at the top, um, or on the sides, either one. So there's a lot of flexibility here for how you want to set up your workspace. You can also choose a few different options in format if you want to show the instrument names or not. In a large score like this, you probably do want to show them, but if you have a piano score, you might want to just uncheck that. So you have a lot of options, a lot of flexibility, and that concludes this tutorial.